Yeah, we won through a penalty. So, what are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? We take dubs, man, through penalties. So, what is your problem? Another penalty, another red card, and that's how we win. That's how we know how to win, huh? Do you have any problem with that? Fam, why do you cry when you can't win the La Liga, man, if we are so shit, huh? You don't want these hands! That was terrible technique. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen, from which was a very dramatic game. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very dramatic game, and I must say it was quite tense and not easy to sit through, and I was constantly on my toes, man. First things first, as soon as we enter into this video, you know the drill. We're going to address the formation, individual player takebacks or whatnot, and then we go into very notable highlights that we'll be addressing later on in this video, because there is so much content for us to address in this video that we're going to jump into very quick. So without any further delay, let us address the massive 3 points which we got. So if you can take a look at that screen, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that that was essentially the formation for, you can say, for the whole game actually, even though substitutions were made. So if you're gonna start with each and every player that we're going to address right now, we're going to start with Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut Courtois actually was quite decent, to be honest. I'm only saying decent, although he made some very important saves only because he was beaten at the near post, man, and that's very unlike Courtois to get beaten like that, and that is something I definitely did not expect, and I look forward to not expecting like that again. Okay, talking about the fullbacks here, Forlan Mendy and Carvajal, I would say that Carvajal was better, definitely much better than the Real Sociedad game. On the Real Sociedad game, you could say that he was one of the poor performers that night. Forlan Mendy was also quite decent, I can say, because he was overlapping quite well at times. Yeah, not the most interesting or not the most best of the cross deliveries that he was putting in through the box, but okay, we move. I mean, it's not okay, but at the same time, it's not gonna piss me off as well. Ramos and Varane, man, at the same time, I felt like Varane, another solid performance, not much to be, critiqued when you talk about Rafael Varane. However, Ramos, man, he was, let's just say that he was second guessing a lot of stuff that he was doing, and some of the nasty decisions that he was making was leaving the team in jeopardy at times. Casemiro, man, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with Casemiro? I'm telling this right now, if Casemiro underperforms, the whole team underperforms, man, and that's what I'm addressing. Casemiro, how was he so shit today? He was so bad, dude. Like from the get-go itself, like he was making constant mistakes, and you know that even the first goal was because of Casemiro, because of him not being able to physically compete. Dude, let me say this, man, Casemiro underperformed throughout that first half. Second half was like a bit decent, but this is the relative comparison and not the absolute sense. In an absolute sense, underperforming game, under par game, not good today. My man of the match, man, Federico Valverde. Federico Valverde was a king, massive king, man, tonight. If we won, it was only because of his work rate and constant work ethic, man, to get us over the line. Arguably, you could say that we won because of him, honestly, and I give this man a 9 out of 10 for what he's been able to put on the pitch for Real Madrid tonight. Toni Kroos, very underwhelming, I felt. Not really much impact on the team tonight, and you could definitely say that his mistake led to the second goal as well. Odegaard, dude, there is something with Odegaard, okay, that I'll be addressing. Like, I feel like Odegaard hasn't been integrated into the team probably yet. Not yet. He's not there yet. There's like a slight disconnect, and he hasn't hit the mark yet, I felt like, in these last 2 games. Honestly, Odegaard has shown some sick performances, man, in the past with Real Sociedad. So it honestly pisses me off to not being able to see him, reach his potential, Like, you could kind of blame him for the second goal. I don't know. This is kind of debatable, and I'd love to see what you guys think of this very bold remark that I'm about to make. But you could say that Odegaard was at fault for the second goal, kinda. But that's because how Real Madrid, I think, is constructed in this 4-4-2 diamond with Odegaard at the tip of the diamond. Like, think about it. Let's say that you had Isco in that tip of the diamond, and now The situation has been built up such that, okay, the second goal is now about to happen. What would have happened if Isco was there? What would have happened if Isco was there instead of Odegaard in that scenario? You know what would have happened? At least Isco would have tracked back. In a very rigid positioning of that of Odegaard's, he wasn't tracking back that often, at least in transition defensively. Now, speaking of the two forwards up front, Benzema and Luka Jovic, first of all, I was so gassed. I was so gassed that we were playing this formation, because the first and last thing that I've ever wanted to see from this Real Madrid was a 4-4-2 with Jovic and Benzema leading up the formation. But fam, like, there's some disconnect there as well, man. Like, speaking about Benzema, Benzema is sick, okay? Benzema is amazing. He drops deep very often. He helps in overloading the midfield. All of that is fine. But when it comes to that killer instinct in terms of pulling the trigger in the correct manner, man ghosts. He just ghosts. And you can see the number of chances he was missing, man, today. Like, it was such a toss. Like, it was such a... And speaking of Luka Jovic, man, what the hell? You could definitely say that he hasn't been playing a lot of games, and it's quite evident from their performance. Man had like 9 touches in the first half, so that's not great. And out of those 9 touches, 3 of them were actually from the center during the kickoff. But yeah, I mean, Luka Jovic still needs to find his mark. He needs to hit that mark yet. Speaking about the substitutes, I'm going to talk about them in whole. Major shout out is Luka Modric and Borja Mayoral, man. Luka Modric helped in an offensive manner tremendously as soon as he showed up. And Borja Mayoral, I guess we know what he did, man. As soon as he came on, man won us the penalty. And you could say that his tenacious nature in that Bartra physical battle, you could say that his tenacious nature did come into play very evidently in that scenario. So very early on, dude, Forlan Monty cross, and I was like, this is offside. No way this was going to be a goal. Like, I thought that immediately after he scored, like, why is he celebrating? Dude, what was this, man? Like, Forlan Monty found beautiful space and he does that. You could tell, man, Zinedine Zidane wanted to just kill him on the spot, but because he was French, he said nothing. Thibaut Courtois, massive save, man, tremendous. Like, oh my god, I lost my shit, man. Like, people are gonna argue if that was the best save ever, but you know what, for a goalkeeper, the reaction time there was not the most available or the most abundance in, to be honest. And like, Courtois did an amazing job in that scenario. This is the moment. Benzema, man. Benzema. Like, how can you remove Benzema out of this team? I know that, like, I know that he isn't really up on his number 9 shit, okay? But what is that? What was that? Dude, this guy, this is one of the advantages of playing Luka Jovic and Benzema together. Like, I keep saying this again and again, but Luka Jovic helps Benzema drift wide, drop deep, and do his creative stuff, so in order to facilitate some play into the box as well, along with him being as a striker up front. But if Luka Jovic underperforms, this formation just gets downplayed more and more and more over time, Luka Jovic has to show up, man. The more he shows up, the more 4-4-2 dependence that we'll have in the future, the more 2017 days. 2017 is far away anyway, but we move. Dude, what was this miss, man, from Ramos? Dude, what was that? I was like... I did not like that one bit. Like, I know I love Ramos, man. Like, he's my favorite Real Madrid player, obviously, but stop that. Stop it. Yeah, they definitely had some decisive chances in the first half, I would say. I mean, obviously, even in the time when Real Madrid was kind of like having the upper hand, you could say that Betis were just doing their thing, man. I mean, they deserved, to be honest. They wholeheartedly deserved what they, showed in the first half at least. And you could tell that Betis were in control for most of the time. Dude, what's up with Casemiro losing out on header battles, man? Like I'm telling you, right? Like Casemiro underperforms, the team underperforms. It's like done. It's like written in gold. I write it in gold and platinum if you want me to. But Casemiro underperforms. Everything is dead. It's done. It's dead. Like what? Casemiro's so trash, man, today. But anyway, I mean, Betis, it was some beautiful build-up in their favor, honestly. And you could definitely tell that they were not here. They were not going to stay silent in any manner. And they won already 2 games before this match, and they haven't conceded a single goal. And you know they meant business. And then Courtois does this. He gets beaten at the near post. I don't get this, man. Thibaut Courtois always gets this near post phobia, man. Oh my god, he needs to work on that. He needs to work on that. Now, this is not the first time, okay? He's been beaten at the near post. He's been beaten multiple times. He's been beaten multiple times, dude. Oh my god, what is that? This is such a toss anyway. I'm gonna skip the first half. I don't care. Oh yeah, dude, that was amazing. Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, that was sick. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised how Emerson has truly emerged as the Bartomeu agent in this scenario. How he's able to manage to help us win in this one, you know. And yeah, I mean, obviously Benzema again being the very architect of that goal, I would say. I mean, not an architect, but definitely had a role to play. He otherwise, you know, he wouldn't have forced Emerson to, you know, but indulge and budge in and, you know, make that kind of silly move, to be honest. But okay, we move. Oh dude, this was a goal, but he was clearly offside. But I felt bad, man. I mean, after scoring and he was onside, and if that happened, it wouldn't have stood. You could tell that Benzema is cursed, man. Benzema is straight up cursed. Oh, beautiful pass, man, from Karim Benzema. But dude, why Benzema? Oh, I know that he's okay. 1 second. I know that Benzema had an off game in terms of his finishing. It's very much evident, and I'm not even trying to downplay that. It's very true as well. Don't target me for that. But Benzema, that beautiful pass, man, in trying to facilitate Jovic into some good one-on-one play with the goalkeeper. That was so sick. And yeah, Emerson deserved a red card, man. I mean, even if you're gonna argue that, oh, he kinda like not really didn't clip from the back, oh, that's a pseudo foul, that's a semi foul. Okay, he was already on a yellow card, so suck it. And very finally, the Borja Mayoral moment. Oh. Yeah. I mean, this was a penalty as well. I mean, I think certain people have to stop crying that it was a penalty. And second, we win by penalties, okay? So, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Yeah, beautiful. Paneka. Yeah. Go to sleep, it's over. I mean, I know in a certain sense it's sad that, you know, we still have to depend on our late Ramos penalty to... I mean, are we now supposed to stop scoring penalties? Like, what's wrong? Yeah, king, man, anyway. Yeah, after that moment, there's nothing much to say. That there was a dreadful Isco Alarcon miss, which was, I mean, a very good save, and a dreadful Benzema miss after that, which probably most Real Madrid fans should look away from. I mean, I think we should look more at it, man, because that's kind of alarming, to be honest. Like, we depend on Benzema for goals, and it's very sad, to be honest, that we depend on him for goals. But dude, 2021, man, I hope we can at least fix this Jovic Benzema thing, because Jovic has to show up, he has to score. I don't expect much to come from Vinicius and Rodrigo, especially considering their age and their very evident immaturity in goal scoring decisions. Jovic has to show up, man, and I think he will. I think he definitely will, and it will help Benzema improve his game more in a very creative sense. And obviously Jovic will facilitate this whole Real Madrid offensive woes as well. He's going to fix our offensive woes as well with due time. Anyway, that's for the reaction, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you liked the video, just put a thumbs up on this one and subscribe to the channel. I want to see more participation from all of you in the comments. What did you think of that? What didn't you think of that? Whatever. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Take care and Peace.
I try